Okay, this was more annoying than I wanted it to be. I got this round one Egret 3 cabinet that I saved from, I guess, a round one in Japan. And, of course, the Mac Vision monitor dies and they replace it with their Philips monitors. And I'm like, that's cool. I'll just, I have another one of these, and it had the same thing done. So I've already done this kind of work once before, and it was easy. But, so I just moved the brackets to this new donor tube. And, yeah, so when I did that, the fucking arms were not in line with any of the holes. So I had to take this 55-pound glass tube off and back down. And then think about it. And then I looked at my Egret 3 over there and found out that these arms are somewhat adjustable. In fact, compared to my Egret 3, there's an extra hole on these now. Which I don't even know if my other round one was like that. So, and it was missing every second screw for these, which is like, so I had to add some bolts and stuff. So I compared to mine, and what they did was they scrunched the brackets down closer. I don't know why, other than maybe to fit that wood board better. So, oh my god. So then, I do that, and I'm like, okay, I'll put the rails back on, and it'll fit. I put the rails back on, and it fits, except where the bezel is, there was about a ½ inch deep gap from where it was sitting, and I'm like, what the F? So I tried looking for more, because these are not the original rails, these are river service, some kind of river service thing. But I was determined to make it work, but I checked my rails that I have, like my mounting rail things that I had, just to be sure. And of course, there's nothing. Everything is Sega and flat, and you need to have this lip. So then I thought about it more, and I measured the lip, and I measured the gaps, and I was like, well, maybe if I flip this and reverse mount it, it would fit. So I did that, and then I was like, but if I do that, there's nothing for the monitor to rest on when I put the screws and stuff back on. So that was concerning, because it's like, I'm not gonna be able to hold this and put screws in at the same time. So then I was like, you know what I could do? I could run the screws in through the back, flip this bracket around, and then take a nut and a washer and load it down. So that's what I did. And then it actually makes putting this on a lot easier, to be honest, because now you have little pegs to aim for and rest on, instead of raw dogging it and hoping you land the rails on something to ledge on. So now if you close this, it's a perfect fit. It's perfect. No, now it's perfect. So, another interesting thing was that I found, there's no chassis plate. Don't know how I'm going to do that yet. I might have to just fabricate something out of wood or metal. So I really wish they left that shit in there, like they did on the last one I had. But, it is what it is. I was going to take this front control panel off, because, as you can see, I should have just put a blanket on this to begin with, but as you can see, it's easy to scratch things, so But that's not too bad. I can throw a sticker over that. It needs a yen sticker. I use the black 100 yen stickers from the Vulexes. They look pretty tight on these. If you've never seen a round 1 Egret 3, this is an official Egret 3 from Taito. Fully official. It's got asset tags from round 1 and Taito. And this was factory painted this way. There's lots of evidence and proof of it. You got stamps and overspray from the white, and the control panel is like white plastic, so they paint that, of course. And then if you look inside, you can see where like the metal work is actually oversprayed black instead of white, so it was painted at the factory black. So these are kind of not ultra common, because I think round 1 just kind of throws these away, and no one in Japan really wants to use these because they say round 1 on them. And yeah, pretty cool, official. And also the plastic is I don't know what this is. It's either like really nice ink, or it's like dye impregnated into whatever this plastic piece is. This milky plastic piece. Actually, there's another thing I noticed that needs to be fixed too. I don't know why this is missing, but there's a screw for this speaker just like completely missing. So yeah, all that to do that. Now I'm exhausted.